guys, I hope you're still doing well. Now today we are going to get to study in deeper focus on grade 10 algebra. Now if you are a grade 10 learner, now it's your time to sit down and listen and watch very carefully. Now as you know, this year first term we are dealing with algebraic expressions. Now first, you have to understand in general all the concepts you've studied in the previous grades, grade 9, grade 8, basic algebra route. Now first, inside our topic, I would like to advise you and to remind you that you must be familiar with your language, especially basic algebra. Now remember, in this course we will be dealing with concepts such as multiplication by the distributive law, multiplication by inspection, multiplication of a binomial and a trinomial, and also a squaring of a binomial. Now I believe you are still aware, or maybe you are listening, I'm still talking about trinomial, binomial. Now first, I would like us to remind, or I would like to inform you of the most important part of this concept. Now in your algebra, you must be familiar with your language. Now, for instance, what is the meaning of a binomial, a trinomial? Right. Now this is what I want you to note and understand very fully. Now first, like as I'm writing, note very well, NB. Now in this case, you need to be familiar with the following. Number one, a monomial. Now you need to know, as a math student, you need to understand your language. What is the meaning of a monomial? Now a monomial, we are talking about an expression of only one term in any algebraic expression. An expression of one term, it is a monomial. Right. We also have what is called a binomial. Now also you need to know, you need to be familiar with such word when you are dealing with your algebra. Now that is why I'm advising you, you need to know your language. Most of the learners, or most of the students, they struggle in mathematics without understanding. It is important to know your basic maths, to know your theory, in other words. Now here I'm giving you the most important terms that you need to be familiar with. Now number two, it is binomial. In short, it is a two-term expression. In other words, an expression of two terms, it is called a binomial. Now whenever you see an expression of two terms, it is called a binomial. Right. Number three, we have what is called a trinomial. Now if you may ask, what is a trinomial? Take it from the word tri. The word tri, mathematically, the word tri means three. In this case, we are dealing with a three-term expression, an expression of three terms. It is a trinomial. Right. Now, in this algebra, dealing with problems in algebraic expressions, you need to be familiar, you need to understand all these words. Now number four, we're having what is called a polynomial. Now a polynomial, maybe you're asking yourself, what is the meaning of the word polynomial? The word poly, remember people always talk about polygamy. The word poly means many. Now in this case, we're talking about an expression of many terms. Right. Now once you are familiar with the following, then it will be easier to speak the language of algebra when you are solving problems. Right? Now, since you are familiar with the four of these words, in other words, you know what is the meaning of a monomial. The word mono means one. A one-term expression, a binomial. A two-term expression, a trinomial. A three-term expression, a polynomial. An expression of many terms. Now we can deal with more problems in algebra. You'll often hear of these words, trinomial, binomial. Now today you must know all of them. Now this is a basic theory that you need to understand when working or when solving problems in algebra. Right. Now, for our concept to study, or for our concept for today, we are going to watch carefully in multiplication of algebraic expression. Multiplying algebraic expressions. Now, whereby we are dealing with terms such as the distributive law of multiplication. Number 2, multiplication by inspection. Number 3, multiplying a binomial with a trinomial. And lastly, a squaring of a binomial. Now, squaring of a binomial, in other words, any two terms to the power of 2. Right. Now, let us get into our topic to understand in detail.